Hello, my name is Mac. I just thought I'd give this YouTube thing a shot. This is my first time filming myself, so I'm a little bit anxious, but I guess I was inspired by lots of Flosstubers to try this out, and I had taken a break. I had stopped cross-stitching back then, and then many years later, a friend of mine really was doing cross stitch and kind of got me back into it and interested in trying it out. So I was like, oh, maybe I can figure out how to do cross stitch again. And then when I Googled stuff and looked at videos, I found lots of different things I had never knew you could do, like full coverage, and is actually I was really drawn to, and I was like, oh, I love doing big things. I guess like go big or go home, but yeah. So anyway, after checking out all these videos and stuff, I found a program where I could create my own patterns out of any image I wanted to. So I thought, oh well. I really love anime, so I thought, oh, it might be fun to convert some of the anime images that I love into cross stitch. So I found there's a couple of programs to do that. The first one I used is for the current and first project I'm working on since way long before, like long ago when I had stopped. So the first program I was trying out was called like KG chart, but then I found this other one called WinStitch. So I guess I could just I'll just show off some of my few things I did from back in the 90s first, and then after that I'll show the thing that I'm working on now. I guess we'll just get started. So my first one here. This was the second cross stitch I ever did. The first one, I don't know where it is, but there's a lot that I gave away and stuff. But my first one here, there might be a bit of glare. I got a light that's kind of, I don't know. And so anyway, this is this is like Noah's Ark. And this one I made for my dad. This was, I actually have the date here on the back. It's 1992, which I think I did this one between that last one and the next one I'm going to show you, but this one doesn't have a date, so I'm not exactly sure what year I did it in. I'm guessing it was like 1993 or something. So there's this, and then so this one it was just some pattern. A lot of these first cross stitches they were like gifts for birthdays or Christmas or stuff. And so this one, yeah, it's just a fun little project to do. But I don't know how much more to explain about this one. It's just a fun little cross stitch. So, and then the last one I have from back in the old days. This one was 1994. This is it's kind of like a Victorian style house, and it's I made this one for my grandma, who so there's that one. This is, and so that's all of the ones that I have. There are a few more, I don't know where they are right now, but there's this really great, beautiful garden one that I gave to my other grandma and grandpa. But I don't know where it is. One of these days I'll go through my stores and see if I can find it. But yeah, I've moved a few times, and so things kind of got moved around. So I'm not sure where it is right now, but one of these days maybe I'll find it. So that's all the stuff I did from a long time ago. So then I guess that will bring me into the present. So I'm really enjoying full coverage. I watched a lot of different YouTube videos on people who do full coverage projects. But I do enjoy watching other people do other things, but full coverage is my favorite thing. But unlike some other people who do a whole bunch of projects at the same time. For now, I'm just doing one thing at a time because for me, I actually like to try and get things done. And it's like, how do you people who do a whole bunch of stuff? I guess just the act of doing it is nice and meditative and relaxing, and maybe it's just fun just to do, even if you're never gonna finish something and you like a lot of variety. But yeah, for me, I'm just, yeah, one thing at a time because I like to try and finish things as soon as like in a timely fashion. But I might branch out and do more than one at a time, but I don't think I'd do more than three at a time. Well, we'll see, but I doubt it because since I'm just doing full coverage, I wouldn't want to have a lot of those at the same time. For me, it'd just be overwhelming. So I guess I'll bring out the one that I'm working on now. So this is the one that started back in January 2020, and so yeah, this is from one of my favorite animes called Sword Art Online. And so this is Asuna and Yuuki from Sword Art Online. And as you can see, I'm doing parking. I watched a lot of videos on parking, and I just I just love how I don't the threads used to get tangled for me in the beginning, but then I found a nice little trick that someone showed me about how to. You can just braid the threads and then they kind of don't get tangled so much. So I've got like so yeah, it's not, I don't think it's too tricky. I might try some different methods later, but I like this one. And another thing I'm doing is so the way I'm doing it is I like go from the top to the bottom, from left to right, one row at a time. And so I've been doing this from the start, but then like I watched this one YouTuber, her channel's Stitching Mommy, and so she called this method the typewriter method. So, but yeah, I've been doing this since, yeah, a couple of years ago. So I thought it was cool when I saw her video and she showed this method that she was trying out. It's like, oh wow, I'm doing that too. That's really cool. So, and so like any of the Flosstubers I might mention, I'll try and link them in the down below. So, uh, but yeah, anyway, that's my big start. It's for my first one, full coverage, and I have the next one planned and ready to go, and I'm excited to do it. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna finish this one, and yeah, I'm also planning to give this to my best friend after it's done because, yeah, he's like one of the most important people to me in the world. So we've known each other for about 20 years now, and yeah, he's a great guy. So I'm happy to give this one to him. And so I guess I'll mention the different floss tubers who kind of inspired me to try and start my own thing. I guess the first one I really watched was Teresa Lil Stitcher, and she's from the UK, and I've watched a few of her videos, and that was the first full coverage that I saw. Also, then I watched Blitstitch, and I can't remember his real name, so I'm just gonna go by Blitstitch. I looked at on his channel to see if I could find it, but it's not anywhere there. So, but anyway, what I thought was cool how he had this he had like a spreadsheet with all these statistics, so you could like keep track of how many stitches you're doing and when you're gonna get your cross stitch done depending on how many stitches you do every day. So yeah, I'll shout out to him and thank him for his sharing that spreadsheet. I really like using it a lot, and it's a good way to keep track of things. And also on this project, I'm using a paper pattern. So when I printed it off, it was like 28 pages, and like I just finished like the 21st page a little while ago. So I'm almost done. I have 7 pages left. The pattern is 7 pages across and 4 pages down. So as I go row by row, I I've come down to the last 7 pages of the project, and they're a little bit less, they're a bit smaller than the other pages, so I'm getting on near the end, so I'm excited. Hopefully I'll get it done by summer, maybe June. Yeah, I remember when I first started, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna get done by like the end of 2020, like in September, and have it ready for my friend's birthday. His birthday's in September. But yeah, well, I kind of got burnt out after a while, so I did other things and get distracted. And it's like, so yeah, but it'll get done. But yeah, I don't want to stress and be like, oh, I have to get done by this time. I take breaks and do other things. Like I'm a big gamer, so like I play an online game that I really enjoy. It's of course like sort of anime related. It's called Genshin Impact, but I really enjoy that game. Yeah, on my next project, I'm planning to use the pattern keeper that I've heard about. I got it on my tablet and I got the tablet specifically for pattern keeper. And I'm really excited to use it. I think it'll really speed up my stitching. Let's see, I'll mention some other people that inspired me. Oh yeah, there's Man Darcy. I actually connected with him on Instagram a while ago, and yeah, he's a really great guy, and he's really funny. I love his humor, and yeah, yeah, but yeah, his language can be a bit, I don't know the best word I'd say, maybe crude, but I don't want to sound like I'm being rude or anything. I do. He's really awesome. So another floss tuber I had actually just recently started watching, and I just randomly found them on my Google, like on my YouTube, like it recommended this one to me. It was a Chris Cross Stitch, or I don't know if you pronounce the accent between Chris X Cross Stitch or Chris Cross Stitch, but yeah, I really love watching him, and he's a really kind person, and yeah, yeah, he's great, and I just love watching him. Whenever I'm feeling really kind of down, or it's great to watch him, and then it helps me feel better, and yeah. So, and there's probably plenty of others. If I don't mention everyone in the first video, well, I'll try and mention them in the next one. One other one that I think is really important, her channel is called Total Stitchshow, I think. Yeah, it's and yeah, she's kind of got some similar language to Darcy, so but she's pretty awesome too. So but yeah, her language can be a bit crude at times, or I don't know what word I should go with. I'm just gonna go with crude for. It really made my day when on my Instagram she commented on my posts of my updates on my cross stitch. And it's always nice to find a fellow anime lover, and I love watching the progress on her cross stitches. She's doing as a Levi from Attack on Titan, so that's one anime that I really love too. So it's really great seeing that come along for her. So I'm excited to see more of her progress, and I think yeah, that's probably about all that I want to go with for now. So, well, this was my first attempt at a video, and I don't know how it might be kind of awkward. I know something a lot. So, yeah, I'm kind of ramble, but yeah, I'm a bit introverted, and I get kind of nervous doing this sort of thing. But I'm trying to break out of my shell and try and do something and to connect with other people that love the same things I do. But I guess maybe that's about all I have for now. But yeah, if people are interested, I'll keep trying to do this. It took me a lot of effort to get everything set up, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I need to set up my camera just right, get the right lighting, and use all these different like programs on my computer. Like, yeah, it's tricky, but I figured it out, and I'm learning more, and it's really fun learning. Oh, I guess yeah, there was one other really important thing that I wanted to say is yeah, just like back in February now, I actually got a new job. And the job I got, this is like the best job I've ever had in my life. I managed to get a job working at my local cross stitch shop. It's called Acorns and Threads, and it's in Oregon. And I think it's a really popular cross stitch shop. And I mean, I love it's great being with all the people at this place, and I just get along with them, and it feels like we're like a family. But they're great, and it's funny. It's like sometimes I feel like I enjoy being at work more than I am at home. So it's the first time I ever felt like that at a job. It's like I guess maybe I finally found what I was meant to do. And so I don't know, but yeah, I don't know where things are going to go in the future, but uh, yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm so glad I took up cross stitch again after so many years, and I've and all the community is amazing, and everyone's so caring and friendly, and they like look out for each other, and yeah, so I think okay, now I think now I've said everything I want to say for now, so I guess that'll be it. So thanks for watching, and if this goes well, maybe I'll try and make another one. I don't know when. Maybe I'm thinking maybe every 2 weeks, maybe every 3 weeks. I don't want to push myself too hard, but yeah. So well, thanks again, and I guess I'll leave it at that. And I guess I don't know if I should do the whole YouTube thing where it's like, oh, go ahead and like and subscribe. And also, I'll put my Instagram down below if you want to check out my updates. Though I don't update too often. I like to do it like whenever I complete a page. And recently, I haven't been doing too much cross stitch. I just because like my new job has taken up some of the time, but that's perfectly fine with me. I mean, I'm doing stuff related to cross stitch there, and also like yeah, my gaming's been taking up my time, but I'm gonna work on trying to balance things out more. I need to really get back into doing. I want to get this project done so I can start my next one, and maybe in my next one I'll show the materials I have set up for the one I'm gonna do next. But I kind of I don't want to reveal what I'm going to do for my next project just yet, and I don't know if I will. I think I like to have like a surprise or like make it secret, and then as it comes along, you'll see what it is. So, okay, so yeah, all right, now I'm really gonna end it here now, this time for sure. So, thanks again, and I guess that'll be all.